PR team, if you're her agents, if you are her lawyer, you are saying to her, you need to be neutral. You need to stay out of this thing. This is not.
We just broke a shocking story. There is a rift, and I think that is an understatement of a word, a rift.
Blake Lively, a name synonymous with Hollywood glamour and star power, has found herself at the epicenter of a storm that seems to grow darker with each passing day. Behind the dazzling red carpets and picture-perfect Instagram posts lies a narrative that has taken a shocking turn, leaving fans and critics alike questioning the very foundation of her carefully cultivated image. What really happened on the set of It Ends With Us? And how did a seemingly routine film collaboration between Lively and Justin Baldoni spiral into one of Hollywood's ugliest feuds in recent memory?
You're not kidding when you say this is getting messier. The author of that book deleting her Instagram account, another who plays Baldoni's sister in the film, being harassed online.
From the outside, Lively has always been the golden girl of Hollywood, an actress with a knack for reinvention. Whether it was her breakout role as Serena van der Woodsen on Gossip Girl or her seamless transition into big screen stardom, Lively has been a master at shaping her public persona. But could this penchant for reinvention extend beyond her career and into her personal relationships? Some insiders are whispering exactly that. Allegations have surfaced suggesting that Lively's professional ambitions and personal insecurities may have collided in ways that no one could have predicted, sparking a chain reaction that would leave both her career and her reputation hanging by a thread. At the heart of this unfolding drama are claims of alleged advances made by Lively toward her It Ends With Us co-star and director Justin Baldoni. According to sources close to the production, the on-set dynamic between the two stars was far from the harmonious collaboration fans might have imagined. While the movie itself was supposed to be a heartfelt adaptation of Colleen Hoover's best-selling novel, the behind-the-scenes tension told a different story altogether. It has been alleged that Lively, who was not only starring in the film but also wielding considerable influence over its creative direction, made overtures toward Baldoni that went beyond the scope of their professional relationship. The exact nature of these alleged advances remains murky, but what is clear is that Baldoni, by all accounts, did not reciprocate.
Creepy Baldoni. Getting close to her, obviously making small chatter not in character so as not to make the scene, which didn't require dialogue, awkward.
Baldoni, known for his affable demeanor and commitment to social causes, reportedly tried to maintain professionalism despite the increasingly complicated dynamic. But as insiders have revealed, Lively did not take the perceived rejection lightly. What followed, according to Baldoni's camp, was a calculated effort by Lively to undermine him both personally and professionally. Baldoni's team has publicly stated that Lively embarked on a campaign to destroy his reputation, with her allegations of misconduct being just the tip of the iceberg.
Literally, I'm just asking the question, like, how are women allowed to do this, to take something and to make it sound like you survived a... Because that's what it sounded like to the public.
The timeline of events adds another layer of intrigue to the saga. Court documents and public statements suggest that tensions began brewing long before the cameras even started rolling. Lively reportedly raised concerns about Baldoni's behavior during pre-production, concerns that her husband, Ryan Reynolds, was allegedly aware of and even participated in addressing. But Baldoni's team has countered that these concerns were exaggerated or fabricated altogether, designed to paint him in a negative light. In fact, Baldoni's lawyer, Ryan Friedman, has described Lively's actions as part of a strategic and manipulative smear campaign.
Justin won't be bullied by Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. So his lawyer told us that their recent court filings show how scared.
The accusations flying between Lively and Baldoni have created a web of claims and counterclaims that is as complex as it is contentious. On one hand, Lively alleges that Baldoni engaged in inappropriate conduct on set, citing moments where she felt her boundaries were crossed. On the other hand, Baldoni's team has accused Lively of weaponizing these claims to cover up her own behavior and to deflect attention from what they describe as her efforts to take control of the film's narrative. Both sides have presented what they claim to be evidence: text messages, emails, and even raw footage from the set. But as is often the case in Hollywood scandals, the truth remains elusive, buried under layers of spin and selective storytelling. One of the most explosive revelations to emerge from this feud is the alleged existence of a scenario planning document drafted by Baldoni's crisis management team. According to exhibits attached to legal filings, this document outlines strategies to deal with potential fallout from Lively's accusations. What's particularly damning are the references to other Hollywood figures, including Leighton Meester, Anna Kendrick, and Ben Affleck. The document allegedly suggested shifting the narrative onto these individuals, all of whom have previously worked with Lively, as a way to divert attention from Baldoni. This revelation has only added fuel to the fire, with Lively's team calling it a blatant attempt to deflect blame and muddy the waters.
Now, you have two sides here, right? So Baldoni says this was all an effort to hijack the film to get her way. Lively claims she was the victim of harassment in a hostile work environment.
But perhaps the most telling piece of this puzzle is the alleged involvement of Ryan Reynolds. Lively's husband, who is no stranger to the spotlight himself, has been dragged into the fray as both a witness and a participant. According to Lively's lawsuit, Reynolds was present during a January 2024 meeting where concerns about Baldoni's behavior were addressed. His presence at this meeting has raised questions about the extent to which he was involved in his wife's decision to take legal action. Was Reynolds merely a supportive spouse, or did he play a more active role in shaping the narrative? Baldoni's team has hinted at the latter, suggesting that Reynolds' influence may have extended beyond the confines of their marriage.
We can now all agree that the moral crimes committed here by Ryan Reynolds against Justin Baldoni have amounted to high treason.
As the legal battle rages on, both Lively and Baldoni have doubled down on their respective positions. Lively's team maintains that her allegations are backed by concrete facts and that her decision to speak out was motivated by a desire to protect herself and others. Baldoni, meanwhile, has portrayed himself as the victim of a calculated attack, accusing Lively of using her influence and connections to orchestrate a smear campaign against him. The stakes are high for both parties, with their careers and reputations hanging in the balance. What makes this feud particularly fascinating and deeply unsettling is the way it has exposed the darker underbelly of Hollywood. The entertainment industry has long been a breeding ground for power struggles and personal vendettas, but rarely do these conflicts play out so publicly and with such high stakes. The Lively Baldoni saga has become a case study in how quickly professional disagreements can escalate into full-blown legal wars, with both sides leveraging their platforms and resources to sway public opinion.
Yes, this is exactly what I want, a puppy to kick in the mouth. And you'll do what I say. So I'm going to show you these exchanges. This is Ryan Reynolds.
As the narrative continues to unfold, one thing is clear. This is not just a story about two actors clashing on a movie set. It's a story about control, ambition, and the lengths people will go to protect their image. Whether it's Lively's alleged retaliation after being spurned or Baldoni's alleged attempts to paint her as the villain, the drama shows no signs of slowing down. Fans and industry insiders alike are left to wonder, who is telling the truth and who is playing the truth and who is playing the ultimate Hollywood game? And yet, this is only the beginning. The fallout from this feud has already begun to ripple outward, affecting not just Lively and Baldoni, but their families, their careers, and their legacies. As we transition to the next chapter of this story, it's worth asking, how did things get to this point? And more importantly, what happens next when personal grievances become public spectacles?
So there's a lot going on right now in Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively world. I obviously have the inside scoop because I've been obsessively following this. So let's start.
The fallout from Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni's explosive battle isn't just confined to the set of It Ends With Us. Oh no, the drama has spilled far beyond the camera lenses and legal filings. It's now threatening the very foundation of Blake Lively's career and her marriage to Ryan Reynolds. And let's be honest, when it comes to Hollywood, the line between professional and personal is razor thin. So, what happens when a star known for her pristine image is caught in a storm of accusations, counterclaims, and whispers of infidelity? Let's dive deeper into how this scandal is shaking up her life.
And I think it's more likely that what she's doing here is trying to stay out of it. This is the Taylor Swift movement. This is likely a legal strategy. I don't want to be involved in this case.
First, let's talk about the career side of things, because wow, has this saga taken a toll on Lively's professional standing. Once celebrated as a golden starlet of the industry with her every move praised and her projects eagerly anticipated, Lively now finds herself in uncharted territory. The very public nature of this feud with Baldoni has cast a long shadow over her reputation. Industry insiders are reportedly concerned about her ability to command the same level of respect and admiration she once enjoyed. One producer, speaking anonymously, allegedly shared that Blake has always been a powerhouse, but this lawsuit has made people reconsider what it's like to work with her. Is she a victim or is she difficult? That's the question being asked behind closed doors, and it's not just producers who are asking questions. Lively's peers in Hollywood seem to be keeping their distance as well. Some of her past co-stars, like Anna Kendrick and Ben Affleck, have found themselves dragged into this mess, with their names reportedly included in Baldoni's team's internal documents as part of a strategy to deflect blame. Although neither Kendrick nor Affleck has commented publicly, the mere association with Lively's legal drama could make future collaborations tricky. Hollywood is a town that thrives on relationships after all, and right now it seems like Lively's relationships are under strain.
Sidebar, Blake Lively's team has denied all of these allegations. They have responded to this filing, this lawsuit, saying,
but let's not forget the fans. Lively's image has always been a huge part of her brand. She's the relatable yet glamorous star who could juggle a thriving career, a picture-perfect family, and a witty social media presence. Yet, this scandal has introduced a crack in that image. Some fans have rallied behind her, believing her claims against Baldoni and applauding her bravery for speaking out. Others, however, have been swayed by Baldoni's counter-narrative, which paints Lively as manipulative and vengeful. Social media has become a battlefield, with hashtags and posts dissecting every piece of evidence, every leaked text, and every court statement. The divide among her fan base has never been more apparent, and the longer this saga drags on, the more challenging it will be for Lively to regain the universal admiration she once enjoyed.
And he says, like, look, this is just, Hollywood is based on pure fear, cultivated by both of them and their very powerful friends in entertainment.
And then there's the other side of this coin, her marriage to Ryan Reynolds. On the surface, these two have always been Hollywood's ultimate power couple. They're funny, charming, and seemingly inseparable, with their playful banter on social media serving as hashtag couple goals for fans around the world. But behind the scenes, sources suggest that this legal battle has taken a significant toll on their relationship. Reynolds has reportedly been deeply involved in supporting Lively through this ordeal, even attending meetings where her concerns about Baldoni were addressed. Yet, the strain of the situation has been hard to ignore. A source close to the couple hinted that Ryan is doing everything he can to be there for Blake, but this is uncharted territory for them. It's a lot for any marriage to handle. If that wasn't enough, rumors of marital strife have started to swirl. Some tabloids have speculated that the stress of the lawsuit, coupled with the intense media scrutiny, has caused friction between Lively and Reynolds. There have even been whispers, unverified, of course, that Lively's alleged advances toward Baldoni could have contributed to tension at home. While these claims remain purely speculative, they've added fuel to an already raging fire. After all, it's not just Lively's reputation on the line, it's the couple's carefully crafted public image as well.
But yeah, it's just getting super nasty, and it seems like he's not cowering to this attempted gag order.
Yeah, I don't really understand Blake Lively's point here.
Reynolds, for his part, hasn't escaped unscathed either. As much as he's tried to support his wife, he's found himself dragged into the legal drama with Baldoni's lawsuit, naming him as a defendant. The allegations against Reynolds include claims that he conspired with Lively to orchestrate a smear campaign against Baldoni. And let's not forget the whole nice pool controversy. Baldoni's team has accused Reynolds of mocking him through a character in the Deadpool franchise, which they argue was a deliberate attempt to ridicule and intimidate him. Reynolds has remained tight-lipped about these allegations, but the impact on his career could be significant. While he's still box office powerhouse, the association with this messy lawsuit could give studios pause when considering him for future projects. It's not just the legal battle that's putting Reynolds' career under pressure. The ongoing media coverage and public scrutiny have also made it challenging for him to focus on his work. Reynolds, like Lively, has largely retreated from the spotlight in recent months. He even skipped the Critics' Choice Awards, a move that didn't go unnoticed by fans and industry insiders. Some have interpreted his absence as a sign that the legal drama is weighing heavily on him, while others have speculated that he's deliberately keeping a low profile to avoid adding fuel to the fire.
It's just this weird thing that women do. I don't know why, but we lie to each other on the internet. I see it all the time. I want to call it out. I want to be like the internet police and be like, that's not true. Stop supporting your friends when they're doing bad or harmful things.
But let's circle back to Lively and the toll this has taken on her personally. In addition to the professional setbacks and marital strain, the actress has reportedly been grappling with feelings of isolation and betrayal. According to sources close to Lively, she's been deeply hurt by the backlash and the way some of her peers have distanced themselves from her. Blake feels like she's being unfairly targeted, one insider claimed. She's always tried to do the right thing, and now she feels like she's being punished for standing up for herself. The question now is, where does Blake Lively go from here? Can she rebuild her career and her reputation, or has the damage been done? Some experts believe that Lively has the resilience and the resources to bounce back. After all, Hollywood loves a redemption story, and Lively has proven time and again that she knows how to reinvent herself. But others aren't so sure. The longer this legal battle drags on, the more difficult it will be for Lively to move past it. And with Baldoni showing no signs of backing down, it's clear that this feud is far from over.
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds are seeking to dismiss Justin Baldoni's $400 million lawsuit against them.
As for her marriage to Ryan Reynolds, the future remains uncertain. While the couple has weathered their fair share of challenges in the past, this legal drama is unlike anything they faced before. Whether they emerge from it stronger or find themselves drifting apart remains to be seen. One thing is for sure, the stakes have never been higher and the world will be watching every move they make. So, what do you think? Can Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds overcome the storm, or is this the beginning of the end for Hollywood's golden couple? And what about Justin Baldoni? Will he manage to clear his name and salvage his career? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on this ever-evolving saga. Until next time,